Hello and welcome to the Comedy Club podcast. I'm Dustin Kaufman. With me, Andrew Dismukes.
That's right. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, how are you?
Man, I'm great. I am excited for this new set.
I know, new setup is cool.
And it's weird because this is like we have this attic up here, and then we've had the studio, and then you see another one next to it, and like
Right.
just watching this. What was a storage room and then a showroom turned into this like full-fledged production studio.
I mean, it's pretty legit. It's cool to have this extra space up here,
right?
To do stuff like this.
I kind of want to open it up to maybe some local
start like a
comics, just start letting them push from our channel as well. And
absolutely.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It's a great plan, yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying my time at the club. I'm having a blast and enjoying the city. It's been great.
You're doing some. Have you gone out? Have you done anything?
Not as much as I would like to. Mostly like hikes and like walks around parks and stuff like that. But like,
okay,
my wife's vegan, so we haven't really done barbecue. You know, that's the one thing I'm kind of missing out on this trip is the barbecue.
You did just get a small taste, though.
I did, yes. That was, and it really hit the spot. I really was like, shit, I've been missing. Missing out on this.
I brought Minsky's Pizza in for the house, and the staff and everything, and I got one of the Joe's Barbecue crossovers, which is maybe the best pizza.
It blew me away.
Because Joe's is one of my, I love their sauce. I love their sauce. And I love Minsky's Pizza.
Yeah.
So like to have this crossover of like the pulled pork with the authentic sauce and the fry seasoning on this very like unique crust that I like, and the cheese, it's
dude,
great.
It blew me away. I was like, the sauce was amazing. Yeah.
They're good. Yeah. So you did. Well, at least we could get you that a little bit.
Yes, I got a little taste of KC, but we've been driving around and it's beautiful.
So you mentioned, and I want to mention that too. I think I was really, I thought it sounded really cool yesterday. So you live in LA, but you drove here.
We drove from LA. Yeah, my wife
City.
is with me. She features for me on the road, and so yeah, we road tripped in from Los Angeles.
Now, how long ago did you leave Los Angeles?
We left on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you've been camping?
Camping, glamping, kind of. Some camping, some like nice cabin on the lake type vibes.
Roughing it.
Real roughing it. Oh yeah. It's been tough. No, like in Utah, we stayed at this place.
Like an Airbnb? It was
like a makeshift camping resort. They had like covered wagon. We slept in a covered wagon.
Really?
It was cute as hell. And then stayed in a cabin in Colorado and then a hotel in Kansas.
This is the makeshift cover. Was it a covered wagon?
I don't think it was like a historic covered wagon, but it was like made to look like one. And they had like a bunch of them lined on the mountain and had like queen size bed in it. It was very comfortable, but up in the mountains.
Are they like? Do they have electricity and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did have electricity. It was not. We're not roughing it. Let me be clear. I think at the end, because we were driving like 7 hours a day. At the end of 7 hours, like parking it and being like, "All right, now let's sleep on the ground." That wouldn't really fly. But we wanted to be out in nature, so we looked up and found a couple places that were like comfortable, but in nature.
You say 7 hours, and like my brain goes two different places. Mm-hmm. When you say drive 7 hours and stop, my part of me, the old road dog, is like 7 hours. We're just getting started, man. What about the night driving?
It was like 24 total hours to get here from LA, and we were like, we could do it in like 2 days, and then we were like, fuck that, man. We're gonna try to stretch it to 3 just to be like not losing our minds,
right?
12 a day, but.
So that's where the me now comes in. I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
I've too many coast to coast, too many snow storms and ice storms.
Getting like caught in a snowstorm while driving?
It's the worst, dude. It's the worst.
Shit.
Okay, I'll tell you a story. I was driving back. This is probably 2008-ish, 7, 8, 9, something in there. I'm driving back from Chicago, and I was going to have work, and I'm living in Kansas City, and I had work at the old Looney Bins, probably Wichita.
Okay.
I'm guessing because I think it was Wichita. And so I was like, I'll leave Chicago. I'll go to Wichita. I'll leave Chicago the day before. I left the day before the gig.
Wow.
I didn't make it. I stop at the hotel, and I had enough money for a night.
Wow.
Right. I'm like, which glad I had that, I guess. I mean, I had enough for a night at the hotel. I ordered a pizza there, and because the snow started getting really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to get off. I'm going to get a night. And then the next day, I can't even get out of the parking lot of this hotel. It's so bad.
Holy crap.
And they wouldn't let me have somebody else pay over the phone. And by somebody else, I mean my mother.
Wow. So you were just like screwed? They were just like, you got to get out of here?
And they tried to, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to pay. Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, you have to go. I refuse to leave because I can't even, I tried to leave.
Rights.
I couldn't even get out of the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
And I went back in, and I'm like, I'm not just going to let you throw me out because you want to be a dick.
I'll die. Yeah.
They call the cops, and I tell them, I'm like, at the end of the day, like, they're not going to accept my payment. There's nothing I can do about that. But I'm like, I've tried to pay them. They do this. I even tried to leave. You can see my tracks. I'm not able to leave their parking lot. So they force them to plow. They would rather spend the money to plow than just let my mother, mommy dearest,
wow,
just fucking give them a credit card number over the phone.
That's insane.
It was insane. And I guess that's pre-hardcore smartphones and bitch, I'll just pay on an app.
Yeah, now
like
Damn.
I'm here to check in. Don't you already have a room? Yeah, I'm checking in again.
That's crazy.
So I leave. They plow the thing. I leave. I go to get on the highway, and the highway is closed.
Wow.
Closed. I can't. So I have to like go around the do not enter fucking barrier to get on the highway to enter this. And I think I'm about somewhere Des Moines. I don't know. A normal drive probably would have been an hour and a half.
Right.
Couple hours through. I don't know. But I was doing like between 5 and 20 miles an hour for forever, like all fucking day. And to the point where I eventually called I'm like, the Looney Bin, I'm like, I'm not going to make this tonight.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not going to happen.
That's crazy.
Well, see you tomorrow. And I just stopped at home and slept it off.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So yeah, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I enjoy a road trip, but the potential for it to go sideways is always pretty scary. 4
hours, I'm done. Yeah. Somebody else fucking drive. I am done. Like, you know, if I can take a break at 2 hours in that, like I'm taking the kids to Minneapolis. It's a 7-hour drive. We're going to go to SummerSlam. That's a 7. I'm thinking about staying somewhere halfway in between just so I don't have to drive 7 hours.
Why not? Why not? Like, I'm all about comfort. I'm all like, do what you got to do to not stress yourself out, especially if you're going to do something fun. Then it's like you ruin your time. You're going to be tired all day at the event, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So how's life?
Life's pretty good. Just touring, doing stand-up over the summer. Yeah.
You want to talk about Saturday Night Live?
Sure.
Or congratulations.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
You're in tons of sketches.
Thanks, bud.
Killing it. Your crowds are great here.
I've been enjoying them, yeah.
Were you a fan did you watch SNL growing up?
Yeah. Yeah, big fan.
So what era, I guess I don't know how old you are when you were born. What era did you don't know if you want to say your era, but what era did you grow up on?
I'm 30, so my big era is like when I'm like end of middle school into high school is like Bill Hader and Will Forte. Will Forte is really my main guy I always shout out, and then like Tina, and a little bit before that, Tina and Amy, but like
was that like
Raya, Kristen,
like Will Ferrell, or was he?
No, he was a little bit before that. I think him and Tina had some crossover. It's kind of like his era, then like Tina and Amy's era,
and Tina and Amy.
Then the next one, that's really a little bit of Tina and Amy's era, but the next one really, those are my guys.
So I was born in '80, so like for me it was the Sandler and Tim Meadows, Kevin Nealon, and stuff like.
Yeah. Oh man, I love all.
But
those
we
guys.
get I will say here at the club, man, we're really grateful. Is a great word that I'll use to have so many comics.
Yeah.
From your show, like
who all's been through?
Everybody. We had. I mean, seriously, like so many people, like to have Kevin Nealon and Tim Meadows in the same year.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty amazing. It's
a weird thing as a kid, and then a comic, and then a club owner, and then as a club owner, you're like, and we just had Melissa Villasenor, and like we just this is a bucket list I didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
like I never dreamed of owning a comedy club as a kid, right? It just kind of grew it, like, but like as much as I love comedy and respect the craft and the artists, it's like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Yeah, just to get to meet all these people, it must be amazing. Yeah.
So what's that like when you get hired by them and you go in your first time walking through the halls, and even the first couple weeks while you're acclimating? Is it this?
Yeah, it was. I got hired there pretty young out of I graduated college, and then like a few months after that got hired to be a writer. So I think I did. I look back and it's a little embarrassing. I had a little bit of like college guy like confidence that maybe was really unfounded, kind of. Not in a bad way, but in a way that I look back and I'm like, I should have been more anxious about this. But I think the benefit of going into it from college was almost like I didn't appreciate how much anxiety I should have, because I just was kind of stupid and young, I think. So like an example of what I'm talking about is like,
how long have you been there?
I'll be going into my 10th season total working there. So 3 as a writer, and then this will be my 7th as a cast member. But like my first table read, I wore shorts and flip-flops. And then my manager got a phone call and called me and was like, I heard you wore shorts and flip-flops to the table read today. And I was like, yeah? And they're like, you can't do that. And I was like, why can't I wear shorts and flip-flops? And they're like, it's a workplace. You can't wear shorts and flip-flops into a workplace. So that was like...
It sounds like I made the phone call. I would have...
You would have... Yeah, I imagine if...
Anybody but Sam Talent shows up in shorts and flip-flops, I'm calling somebody.
So that was like, nobody but like a 22-year-old kid would think like, yeah, I'm just going to wear my flip-flops into work today, that kind of thing. So it was a lot of that, of like, a lot of gut checks of like, oh, this is a real workplace. You got to like buckle up and like really apply yourself here. You can't be the stoner college kid forever.
Is that generational thought, or do you think that's just a standard kid out of college?
I imagine it's pretty standard. I think like most everybody who goes to SNL, I think the other thing is it's like you go from stand-up or improv where it's kind of the Wild West. The stand-up scenes are like, there's no like strong organizational structure. There's no union for stand-ups or something like that, where like
there should be
100%.
As a club owner, oh my god,
100%.
I don't know if I'm the only club owner that think. I do think there
absolutely
should be.
There should. It's crazy that there's not.
I think it protects. It does it protects not just the comics. It protects the clubs,
right?
And it also protects the industry.
It's just the way everything is and should be, and so it's crazy that there's not one for stand-ups, or that one of the ones that exists doesn't really, I guess, cover stand-ups. But either way, it's like that. So going from kind of the Wild West of open mic comedy to like, this is an office business place. Like,
there's a lot of greed between you at home and me here, and us coming together. And it's not the comic or always the booker that it's coming from. Sometimes it can feel like buying a used car trying to book comics with certain, not all. It can. It definitely can. I have great relationships with a lot of agents, but there's a lot that it's like, right?
Sure.
Like, God, why it shouldn't feel like this.
Right.
And I do think
There should be some kind of
some
body
kind of
overseeing.
in my opinion,
yeah.
I think, and this sounds crazy, and this is why I wouldn't be the person putting it together. I think every comic should get a guaranteed $1,000 and then be on a fucking percentage base.
Well, I think the big thing is like feature and host pay is the thing that
It's not even feature and host pay necessarily right now. It's feature and host work.
sure
Is
consistency and
it doesn't exist.
being able to make a living doing that is
Well, yeah. And please don't take this. I know you travel with your wife. That's totally different, right?
right.
The amount of headliners bringing features and taking them on the road is really hurting.
I get what you're saying for
ability.
the local. That's a good point.
Not
yeah.
just local, for all your middles.
right.
So, it probably balances out at the point where people aren't relying on an industry head to give them a career. They can make their own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the only way it happens. You're right, with like social media or even, I guess, getting things like SNL, right? But
touring off of that.
But without that, but you can make your own career easier with social media.
Totally.
So it balances out a little bit, but eventually the quality of headliner is going to go down because the experience of the middle
Sure.
working their way up just isn't there as well.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it really is crazy that it's a huge part of the industry and it's a growing continually part of the industry. I mean, stand-up is as huge as it's ever been now, but it's crazy that it doesn't have the same oversight and, collective bargaining or whatever.
I mean, is there not?
I don't think there's a major music, like a singular music, but I think there are some.
Like, I don't even want to say it because I don't know. Is
I'm
there
not sure.
some kind of something for musicians?
Touring musicians. I'm sure there's something. I'm not sure.
Would comics do it? Would comics sign up for a union?
I don't know. There was like that. I feel like I don't know anything about this, but wasn't there an attempt to do it back in the day or something? And
Yeah, Hulk Hogan shut it down, brother.
oh, really?
No, Jesse Ventura tried to start a union and Hulk
Really?
Hogan shut.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm just being a nerd right now.
No. You're good.
What? There is? What's it called, Sierra?
Federation of Musicians, AFM.
Wow.
They represent over 70,000 professional musicians across the U.S.
So
There you go.
agents would never like that. You almost, man, I don't know what that would do to the agency side if people are represented through the union. I mean, would comics sign? Of course comics would, wouldn't they? Because they're getting benefits from that. And if they got benefits from
I
that.
think it would be a thing. I feel like, again, I don't know anything about it, but I feel like the history of when they tried to do it before, it was like the top high earner comics were not supportive of it for some reason. Something about it not appealing to them or like greed or something to do with that. But I don't know. I think it was at the store they tried to like unionize or something back in the day.
Okay. I would like to look into that more. Not right this, not on the
Let's
show.
get out our phones and look.
Let's
right now.
just look. Sierra, Google it.
How long have you been running the club?
7 years.
Wow.
So you go to SNL right out of college, 22.
Yeah.
When did you start stand up?
18.
It's awesome. I love the young comics who started at 18 here and or just started. Yeah, I remember one guy. Dayton Bissett, he's out in New York. He started very young as well. But Brock Bristow is another local comic, very funny. Started at 18, been doing it for a while now. I remember his first time on stage, he's talking about taxes and stuff like that. And I would go up to him, I'm like, man, nobody believes you do taxes. Talk about things that you know, and like just make sure what you're talking about is believable to the audience.
Right, 100%.
Right. And so, he's so good now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that.
He's really funny. Nobody tell him we mentioned him on this show.
Yeah, I have now where like I've been doing it for so long and doing it since I was 18 that now I've like aged into the age of like the older comics when I started, and now I'm starting to see the younger comics and feeling like a lot of personal crisis, just of like, man, that used to be me.
And
now I'm them. And I looked at them and thought, wow, that guy is an alcoholic. And now I'm like, I'm them.
What was your home club?
Cap City in Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. Is that a Helium now?
I think they still call it Cap City, but I think it's owned by the Helium people.
So Austin is where you started.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you're from?
I'm from just outside of Houston.
Okay, and then at 18 you moved to Austin.
Went to college in Austin and started doing stand-up while I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
First place you performed?
An open mic at a coffee shop called Cenote.
Do you remember your first joke?
Man, I don't really know if this was my first joke, but I had a joke, and it was just like the wrong impulse. But when you've never done stand-up or written like a stand-up joke before, you're like, this is a funny observation. It was like about the Miley Cyrus song Wrecking Ball. And it was just like me acting so confused about what the lyrics were. Because I was like, she says, I came in like a wrecking ball. All I wanted to do was break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Who's the wrecking ball? Are you the wrecking ball, Miley, or is he the? I was like, I don't know who's the wrecking ball. And it's like, so just like, that's just it's not relatable really at all. Nobody else is like, yeah, I'm not really thinking about those lyrics, man. But also like,
but I got to laugh.
It got enough. And I also think it was like it was like learning like, oh, if you perform something a certain way, even if it's not funny, you can kind of get by on energy. And I think that's what worked for it, was like me being fake exasperated about it. But I don't stand by that at all. But yeah,
I remember somebody saying very early on in my career, it wasn't directed to me. It was more of a generalized to the group of young comedians that is it jokes. I think it's C delivery with A jokes. You can get a better laugh with A energy and C jokes.
Yeah, 100%.
Than A jokes and C energy.
I think so. I mean, I think energy
and
could
timing,
mean a lot of different things. Like you could have really good deadpan energy.
Presence.
It's just, it kind of, as a comic now, my jaded side is like, I don't like jokes that get by on energy. But I think like there are also times where I see other comics and sometimes where I have a joke where I'm like, I feel like this is a good joke, but you're like, yeah, you're just not performing it right. Like you're just not putting the sauce on it that you need to put on it, or you haven't figured out the timing and the this is a good idea, but you haven't put together how to perform it yet.
You ever try to give, I'll say bad comedian, like advice on how to make a joke good, and then they still can't get it right? You're like, bro, you can't. How bad are you?
You know, that's
more on a lower level.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time it's more of like comedians who I like and respect, and you know, we're at the same level as or whatever. But like, I'm like, oh, I have an idea of like, I feel like that joke is funny, but I feel like if you performed it this way, it would work. Rather than like throwing, I think comics rush to throw out jokes sometimes. And I'm like, no, I think just you need to fundamentally approach it differently and take the time to work on figuring out how the best way to go about telling this joke is, rather than just being like, oh, this joke sucks, let me get rid of it.
So Austin, college, Cap City, and that was a while ago. The room was infamous. I heard the name way over, the Velveeta Room.
Yeah.
Is that still around now?
Yeah,
is it still around now?
Yeah.
That room, describe that room, because I never went there, but the reputation of that room was always so fun. Like, I performed at the Velveeta Room nationwide.
Yeah, it was a fun room, and I think, you know, I haven't been there in a long time, but back in the day, it was like a club where you could get like your first headlining spot or something. It was a good club because it was like more open to people in the scene to be able to like do longer sets and stuff like that.
Okay.
As well as I think like road dogs who maybe weren't getting the biggest headlining gigs or whatever could come there. So it was like a nice kind of
And they would
great
bring
club, but a little bit more mid-sized club. Yeah.
They would bring an audience and bring people just for comedy. It wasn't a name value. It was It was based on the comedy.
100%. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you worked out there a lot.
Yeah, did the mic there a lot, and did some shows out there. I think one of my first headlining gigs when I was like 20, I did like 45 minutes there.
So you get hired on straight out of college as a writer on SNL. What is that submission process? And were you writing sketches prior, or did you kind of go, I'd like to submit, and this is what they want, so I have to write this?
Well, I got hired as a writer through the audition process for the cast. So basically didn't submit any sketches, just like did the audition, and then they were like, we think you'd be a great writer, which is a little like, okay. Well, I wanted to be a writer.
You think you're funny, hate your face.
Basically, like, you got good stuff, but the camera doesn't love you.
None of it.
Yeah. But I wanted to be a writer since I went to college for film writing. Like, writing was what I wanted to do. So I was eager to accept it, but yeah, it's hard to get, like,
For the record,
we want to hire
hate your
you
face.
as a writer.
I don't hate your face.
Thanks, man.
For the
I
record.
appreciate it. Well, I mean, obviously they came around to my face. They moved
Put that
me
on
to
camera.
But yeah, so just through, like, I did stand up at JFL. They saw me there, brought me in for an audition. That was how I got it.
Well, thank you for everything.
Dude, thank you for having me. Thanks for having me at the club. It's been a blast.
When does the next season come back?
We don't have a date yet, but it'll be like end of September, beginning of October.
Are you working on anything, or just between, just kind of relaxing, doing comedy,
doing
road trips,
stand-up, writing, like, pilots and films and stuff, trying to get other projects going too. But, like, not really. We don't really work on sketches during the summer for the show. You kind of keep it all contained during the season.
You stop doing comedy while you're during SNL, I guess. Can you only perform?
No, you can. I go on the road.
Weekends?
Yeah, we do, like, we like, it's usually like about 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So sometimes on that week off, we'll go on the road.
Perfect.
Yeah.
She's given me the peace sign, which means 2 minutes.
All right.
She already gave me a high five.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Which meant 5.
A pretty legit operation you got here.
Yeah, and we're going to wrap up, go do the show. I appreciate this. Man, shows have been great. The comics love you. First time in the house. Really a pleasure to have P's and Q's, just friendly as can be.
You hear that, comedy bookers?
Yeah, we'll do it. You got one more show. We're going to let you go do it, and then let's do it again.
Absolutely. Please, I'd love to come back.
I'd love to have you back.
Thanks, bud.
If you weren't so far away, maybe we can fist bump.
I'll fly it next time.
We can fist bump? There you go. Oh, I'll fly it.
Let's fucking
That's
go,
what he said.
yeah.
I'm going to fly.
I'll fly next time.
No more covered wagons.
I'm not doing this shit again.
All right, Andrew Dismukes. See him in a town near you, or see him on SNL. And follow us at the Comedy Club KC, or the Comedy Club LFK. Bye.
Bye.